So today I will start the practical for 12th. I am Khedkarendi, RBNB College Srirampur. Listen, for question number 4, C spot, identification, spotting, identify and describe. Like this question is asked in practical examination. The practical will be to study the morphological adaptations in xerophytic and aquatic plants. Xerophytic plants and aquatic plants. First, to see the xerophytic plant, for example, Acacia arabica and Aponcia, hydrophytes, Hydrilla and Eichhornia. Out of these 4 examples, we will ask the one for C spot for 1 mark to identify this spot and give reason why this spot or this specimen is that. For example, Acacia arabica. Why you will identify this Acacia arabica? Give the reason to identify the specimen. Okay. Then first, that is Acacia arabica. What are the characteristic features of this plant? This plant is grow in a desert area where scarcity of water. That is, it is a non-succulent xerophyte. Why it is called non-succulent xerophyte? Because in the body of the organism, that is specimen, there is no storage of water and it grows barren land. It has deep root system. Characteristic features of this plant is like this: non-succulent xerophyte, leaves are bipinnately compound. See this, the leaves are bipinnately compound leaves. Reduced leaflets. Why? Leaflets are reduced to reduce the rate of transpiration. There is less water, hence the transpiration will be reduced to adjust the such climatic condition. Then stipules are modified into spines. Stipules, these are the stipules. These are the modified stipules into spines to reduce the rate of transpiration as well as protect the plant from grazing animals. Then the stem is covered by thick bark. The old part of the plant, the bark will be thick bark cover the plant body. Again, reduce the rate of transpiration and protect the plant from excessive heat. And these are the reasons to identify the given specimen is Acacia arabica. Okay. Generally, it is called babul. Then another point, another specimen, that is Aponcia delini. This is Aponcia delini. This plant is generally it is called Nagfani. It is succulent xerophyte. The plant is succulent xerophyte. Why it is called succulent xerophyte? Because in the body of the plant, water is stored. Hence it is called succulent xerophyte. Water storage tissues present. Water is stored. Is in the form of mucilage. Then the stem is modified into flattened joint green part called phylloclade. This is flattened green structure and joined one above the another. The green part is, that is phylloclade. It performs the function of photosynthesis. Here because the leaves are get modified into spines. These are the modified, that is leaves modified into spines. It is because they reduce the rate of transpiration also, and also it protect the plant from that is grazing animals. Okay. Then phylloclade with nodes and internodes. You know that that is a characteristic feature of stem. Stem is divisible into nodes and internodes. Likewise here the phylloclade on which the number of areoles, that is a bunch of spines, and it indicates that is node. Between these two spines the internode is present, means here the phylloclade is differentiated into nodes and internodes. Spines protect the plant from grazing animals. That is the characteristic feature of the second plant, that is Opuntia delini. This is the characteristic feature of this plant. Okay. Then another group of plant, that is aquatic plants, or it is called the hydrophytes. Hydrophytes or aquatic plants, the plants grow in water, are called the aquatic plants or hydrophytes. For example, Hydrilla eichhornia. Here for example Hydrilla, it is submerged xerophyte. Submerged hydrophyte, not xerophyte. Submerged hydrophyte. Submerged hydrophyte. It is present in water, body of water tank, in submerged condition. Here adventitious root system present in this plant. The root system is adventitious. Then stem is slender, soft, branched. Here in this tissue stem, mechanical tissue is absent. Hence it is soft. Leaves are thin, arranged in whorl. See, the leaves are arranged in circle manner. It is called whorl. Stomata absent. In these leaves, stomatas are absent. Cuticle absent. Okay, like these are the characteristic features of the Hydrilla plant. To identify the Hydrilla, how the leaves are reduced and arranged on circle manner, stem is soft, branched, root system is adventitious. Okay, that is about the Hydrilla. Then next plant, that is eichhornia. Generally it is called water hyacinth. The plant is called water hyacinth. See this diagrammatic representation of the eichhornia plant. It is a free-floating hydrophyte. Yes, free-floating hydrophyte. Why it is called free-floating hydrophyte? Because it is present on the surface of water. It is not attached to the substratum. The leaves are adventitious and they are freely suspended in water body, in the water. And here the root cap is absent. There is a root pockets present on the adventitious root. The characteristic features of the plant is, that is, petiole is swollen. See, this is the petiole, and the bunch of leaves arises at nodal region of the stem. See, this is the nodal region of stem. Stem is called offset. It is modified stem. For vegetative reproduction. It is spongy, soft, spongy stem because parenchyma present in the stem, parenchyma present. Hence, as well as in the swollen part of the leaf, that is petiole. Here also aerenchyma present, and that is why it helps to float on the surface of water. The plant float on the surface of water. Okay. Then another characteristic features of the plant, that is leaves with waxy coating. This is leaves. These are the leaves arises from nodal region, and it is coated with waxy coating to prevent the plant from decay, or it is also called the rotting or wetting of the leaves. Then, like these are the characteristic features of aquatic plant, that is Eichhornia. How to identify this plant? On these characteristic features. Okay, thank you.